Welcome to the 34th episode of the Three Sportsmen Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Kurt.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Trey.
And this week, we're going to be going over our Week 13 takeaways for the 2020 NFL season, talking about the Russell Westbrook and John Wall trade, and then finally ending off the episode talking about some college basketball. But before we get started, we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel, check out other episodes of the podcast, follow us on social media on Twitter,
at podcast T3S,
and on Instagram
at T3S Podcast.
We really appreciate any support. So we're going to start off the episode with 3-minute takeaways. We each get 1 minute. Trey, you're going to start, then Sam, then I'll finish off as usual. You guys ready?
Yes.
I'm ready, Freddie.
All right.
You're not.
Trey, your time starts now.
All right, so I have to address it of how bad the Chicago Bears have been. Just choked another game. It's time for change from top down all the way up to Ted Phillips. No idea why he has a job. He's literally an accountant and running football operations, and it just doesn't make any sense. The McCaskey family's terrible owners. They need to ask people who to hire as GM because they really don't know what they're doing. And then there's just one rumor I saw, and as a Northwestern fan, it pissed me off. It was that the Bears should hire Pat Fitzgerald. And I was just like, no, that would be a nightmare. He would be awful in the NFL. He's a great college coach. It just wouldn't translate. I think that would make both football teams really bad. So, I mean, the Bears need a culture shift. I don't think it should be Pat Fitzgerald. It's just top down. They got to change everything.
All right, Sam, your time starts now.
All right, so it's our weekly Herbert report. This one hurts to do, to be completely honest with you. It usually doesn't hurt me as much, but this definitely hurts. He had a really, really bad day today. Like, it was bad. I watched a little bit of it. It was not the Justin Herbert I've seen past weeks. 26 for 53, completed 49% of his passes, 209 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, sacked 3 times. I mean, like, for God's sakes, like, you miss six targets to Keenan Allen. And then another note, the Giants, they pulled it out. They pulled it out of bum. Finally did. Because they decided to pull out Colt McCoy and beat the Seahawks.
It was a very interesting game.
Hey, it's good for the Packers. I'll take it.
Go Giants.
No.
Put in Clayton Thorson.
No, you're a Bears fan. Oh yeah, put in Clayton Thorson. Yeah. And then just draft Skoranek, get Flynn Nagel, and then boom, you got everybody. You got the whole Northwestern team.
Then they're going to win the NFC East.
NFC East.
Hey,
I mean, they actually won something.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I had to do that. I'm sorry.
So Justin Jefferson eclipsed 1,000 receiving yards on the season. He is far from trash at this point. He is easily the best receiver from the draft class so far.
Bust.
And honestly, I think he's making a case for Rookie of the Year. I just got a Bleacher Report notification that said Michael Thomas said he should be Rookie of the Year. So
Bust.
I don't know.
When you have a top 5 receiver saying that, then I mean,
I don't know. I think he's a bust.
And keep in mind, he is the only Vikings rookie receiver to have 1,000-yard season, in addition to Randy Moss. So
Devontae Adams had that today too. He got to 1,000 today too.
He's not a rookie.
Yeah, Devontae Adams, in my eyes, is a rookie.
Oh, so you're not saying he's good?
No, he's insane.
Then I also really quickly want to mention Cam Akers from the LA Rams. I drafted him in fantasy, and up until recently, he has been absolutely horrible. So hopefully he keeps on getting carries and can actually do something for me in the playoffs.
Well, it's just because it's a running back by committee there this year.
Well, he's seeing significantly more carries now. Like, he had like 21
great coach. I trust Sean McVay.
All right, so those were our thoughts on Week 13 of the 2020 NFL season. Let us know your takeaways in the comment section below. We had a very interesting NBA trade earlier this week.
Oh God.
One that was rumored to happen or be in the works a couple weeks ago.
That was BS. BS.
Well, Kurt, didn't you call it?
I called
some
it 2
extent.
weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I have the clip.
Stupid trade.
I want to say it's like
Unbelievable.
17 minutes into episode 32. Listen to that entire minute.
You said, didn't you say something along the lines if they get Cousins or
take
I
something?
said that
Harden
if
out of
Cousins
his
signed, which he did a day after we recorded, that John Wall to the Rockets would basically be a done deal because of the pressure. And hey,
It worked.
it aged pretty well after Cousins signed, but it got better. I'll take it.
I don't know. I think the Wizards side might be slightly better, but I don't really like it either way.
No, the Wizards won that trade, no doubt about it. Are you kidding me? The Rockets, they got
Depends
a
if
guy.
they mesh.
They got a guy who's gonna. The Rockets got a guy who's gonna tear his Achilles on the flight to Houston.
I mean, the footage that we've seen of John Wall so far has actually been decent. Like,
I like John Wall. John Wall's the GOAT.
I also think that the Westbrook Beal fit, I'm not 100% sure that it's going to work.
I don't think so either. Because don't they both need the ball in their hands like the whole time?
They are both very ball dominant players.
I'm a ball dominant player.
So am I. I'm an on-ball defender, just like Patrick Williams,
Future MVP.
future MVP.
I feel like he kind of does help.
Adam
Like,
Siakam.
right now, no way.
Gonna be. Yes.
Gonna be. That's a conversation for another day. Right now, we're talking about the Wizards.
Go Wizards.
So, Sam, I know you've been very hyped about the Bulls. Trey, you've been very hyped about the Bulls as well, but Sam has been way more vocal, I think.
Yeah,
They're
he's
getting the
also
3 seed.
overhyping
They're getting
him.
the 3 seed.
So who's above him?
The Bucks and the Nets are getting the 8 seed.
Nets are getting top 4.
No, they're not.
Nets getting the 8 seed unless someone gets hurt would only happen in 2K.
Oh, Bucks and Heat. Bucks
Yeah,
and Heat are ahead
exactly.
of us. Bucks and the Heat are ahead of the Bulls.
So, Trey, since
And
it's
the
in-
Raptors.
So, Trey, do you think that the Bulls have a shot at the 8 seed now after the Wizards made this move?
Yes. I don't know if Westbrook and Beal are going to mesh or not.
I don't think they will. Just send Beal to the Bulls at this point.
Yeah, I would take
what?
Bradley Beal.
So
For
would I.
what?
Are you kidding me?
Well, obviously, I
Only
think
problem is Levine would definitely have to be going the other
Levine
way.
would be
I
the
would think.
centerpiece.
So, and we'd probably a future first? You think?
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they want a young guy as well.
Not taking Kobe. I can tell you that.
So, what are we saying? So, Raptors, Bucks, Celtics, Pacers, Heat, Sixers, Nets. Is that what we're saying? The top 7 are.
We're better
the
than
top
the
7, yeah.
Sixers.
Top 7, I think, is going to stay the same.
So Magic, Hornets, Wizards, and Bulls, and
And
Hawks.
I
I don't know.
don't think the Hornets are going to be in that mix. Or
I think
if
it's
they
gonna be between the Bulls, Wizards, and Hawks.
I wouldn't discount the Magic just yet. Not having Jonathan Isaac is going to hurt them.
Magic suck.
I wouldn't say
Vucevic is a top 5 center in the league.
Trash.
I love Jonathan Isaac too.
I'm kidding. Vucevic is actually pretty good. I think he was in my elite tier when we did the center rankings.
People
Wait.
sleep on Vucevic. Let me check his numbers last year.
Vucevic is not a bad duo, and Aaron Gordon. And Mo Bamba. What a bust.
Mo
Oh, Bamba. Yeah. Last year, Vucevic.
Oh, Sam, they got
averaged-
your boy.
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Cole Anthony.
Yeah.
So they have him and Markelle Fultz now as their
Sam
point
said
guards.
they suck.
Since we were talking
Well,
about
there's
Mo
the
Bamba,
plan. There's the plan.
There is the
I don't know.
plan, but that's only 8 and 9. So
all I'm gonna play.
Is it only 8 and 9?
I'm pretty sure it's only 8 and 9.
I think the Bulls get at least into the play-in. I'll say that. I think they'll at least get the 9th seed. I think their ceiling is the 7th seed if people get hurt. That's their ceiling.
No,
I think that's
5
fair.
seed. 5 seed.
After you just said the 3 seed.
3 seeds are ceiling.
Interesting.
Maybe next year if we have a good
Nope,
offseason.
this year.
Maybe.
It's going to rely a lot on player development.
Plus, you got to keep in mind, Donovan hasn't had a lot of time with these guys.
Yeah.
See, I'm telling
It's
you.
a messed up season. I think the extended offseason could help, but also hurt.
I'm telling you, the Bulls are going to get Kawhi. Then we're going to be contenders. And then it's going to be all over for the league. The league doesn't want it.
You sound like a Lakers fan right now.
No, I don't sound like a Lakers
Actually,
fan.
no, you sound like a Sixers fan when they say Simmons is the next LeBron.
Yeah, you do. Like we're not. I don't think we're gonna be able to get the top tier. I think we'll be able to get like the next tier under.
There'll be one of those teams where you look at them and you're surprised that they're as good as they are.
Arturis is bringing home number 7.
Yeah, he is.
Well, hopefully during his time.
I'd hope so, or else it's a
He
bust.
deserves it. He deserves it.
Well, it's better than Gar and Pax. That experiment completely failed.
Well, they let it go on too long.
Yeah.
Too much loyalty.
Who's Cody Westerlund?
Who?
Cody Westerlund. Well, I mean, whoever this guy is, he just said that the Zach and Kobe backcourt's going to be one of the best in the East.
He's a sports editor at 670 The Score.
Okay, so best in the East, definitely not better than the Bucks. We'll say that.
Wait, so
Who's
who
their
do the
backcourt?
Bucks have at shooting guard now?
Isn't it Middleton, or is he power
Okay,
or small
'cause
forward?
How are
Or
we
is it-
making the Bucks lineup?
It's probably
Is
gonna be
Giannis small forward or
DiVincenzo.
power forward?
It's probably going to be DiVincenzo will be in there.
No, he
Connaughton
got
will
traded.
pro-
Wait, did he get
No,
traded?
he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Because that trade fell through.
I forgot he was a part of that.
Let me see.
It'll probably be DiVincenzo.
So it's probably
Connaughton,
DiVincenzo at
Middleton.
2.
Well, you have Drew Holiday with
Holiday at 1.
Oh, that's right. Drew Holiday. That's right. So Holiday, DiVincenzo, Giannis at 3,
No, Middleton at 3.
or Middleton
And
at
then
3.
Giannis at
Middleton,
4.
Giannis Lopez.
Giannis at 4. Giannis Lopez. Yeah.
But either way, Zach and Kobe aren't.
I
don't
think
they're
Zach and
better
Kobe is
at the moment.
probably better than Drew and DiVincenzo.
I would. I 100%. You kidding me?
Well, it
I think-
depends. If you're having Middleton at the 2, I think
If
it's
you're
a
putting
difference.
Middleton at 2, then obviously Middleton and Holiday is better.
Okay, well
Yeah.
the Celtics are definitely better.
Celtics are
Yeah. that's
Kemba
fair.
and are you saying Jaylen Brown?
Yeah,
Or
probably.
No. Tatum's a shooting guard.
Oh yeah,
Tatum's-
Tatum. Either way, it's better.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, what about
Uh,
Toronto, Kurt?
No.
Toronto is
Toronto
going to
running?
be Lowry and Van Vliet.
no. I'm taking Zach and Kobe over Toronto.
Completely unbiased.
Completely unbiased.
For the future, yeah. For
Well,
right now,
just-
I'd say.
just-
See, it's
wait,
it's
wait,
hard to
hang on,
say.
hang on.
They're different.
think-
They're
I
very
think
different.
they're
type
very
of
different
players.
players.
I think I would take. I don't know, but right now, currently in the moment, I would take the Raptors because they're more proven. But
Yeah.
I want to see how I want to see how many points per game Kobe puts up.
Yeah.
'Cause
How
we
is the
obvi-
system change going to
we-
impact
we all
Zach and
know-
Kobe?
We all know that Zach LaVine's going to average 20 plus points a game.
Yeah.
That should be pretty obvious.
Yeah, I feel like that's as close to
I
a
don't-
guarantee as you can
because
get with the Bulls next year.
if Kobe can average 20 plus a game, that's almost 45 points a game just for two people.
Yeah.
But you got to put in mind that they're probably giving up almost that much on the other side because they're not very good defenders.
I don't know. They're not terrible defenders.
They're not terrible, but they're not amazing.
I mean, we're gonna.
But
I
when
mean,
they're
they're better
playing
than Trae
good
Young,
guards, they're getting destroyed on
but
defense.
that's true.
Yeah, so they basically have the Raptors problem when they're going up against a tall backcourt.
Exactly.
Like defensively down low, I don't think will be terrible.
So the only other two backcourts that I would say like 100% or three, I guess. You've
Washington.
got Westbrook and Beal, just from a pure talent
Yeah.
standpoint.
Yep.
Because either of those guys can go for like 30 or 40 a night.
Well, they're both way more proven. Like
Yeah.
way more.
I would say Kyrie and Dinwiddie,
Yeah.
or Dinwiddie
fair.
or LeVert. Because I could see them
That's
bringing
fair.
Dinwiddie off the bench. And then this is where I'm like, toss up is Hero and Butler. If you want to say Butler's their shooting guard.
That's tough. Way better defensively for the Heat side, but the Bulls might be slightly better scoring.
Yeah.
It depends what you want. Wait, who's running with Trae Young?
Trae Young, I'd say Bogdanovich.
That's not terrible either.
Not terrible. Defensively, it's not like... Obviously, Trae Young is not amazing defensively as of right now.
So, I mean, that statement's not inaccurate, I guess.
I mean, I think they're going to be I think saying that they're like a top 5 backcourt in the East is like perfectly fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Victor Oladipo doesn't really have a great point guard, does he?
I mean, Brogdon. But Brogdon is not like... Brogdon and Oladipo, I don't think is at that same level just yet.
No. Then the West is completely different. We don't have to go through that.
Oh, yeah.
The West is stacked. So
Just to say, I think right now, just like looking at the standings, I think it's going to be very close between Golden State and Phoenix.
in terms of what? Like just their records?
In terms of best backcourt.
Oh, so you're talking about Chris Paul and Devin Booker versus Clay and Steph, right? Or you're not
Steph and
counting
Clay's not
Clay?
playing.
Steph and
Clay's not
Wiggins.
playing this year.
Steph and Wiggins.
I honestly think I might take the Suns.
Because I feel Steph is a far better player than Chris Paul right now. Like, I love Chris
Yeah,
Paul. I think he's great. But Wiggins,
Devin Booker is way better than Wiggins.
Book is way better than Wiggins.
I'm better than Devin Booker.
They might have the best duo in the West.
Just
You
like
think?
entire duo? Or
Well, just like two guards. like point
backcourt
guard,
duo,
shooting guard.
yes. Backcourt duo, yes. If we're talking like just regular duo, it's easily LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I'm just talking about
Yeah.
point guard, shooting guard.
Mm-hmm. I think it's time to talk a little bit about college basketball.
This week I thought was going to be a lot better because Baylor and Gonzaga were going to play, but
Yeah, that definitely hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the biggest storyline right now is Kansas is 1-3
they're
for the first time. Or no, Kentucky. Yeah,
Kentucky is 1-3.
Yeah, I was about to say Kansas is top 5.
No,
right?
Kansas is fine.
Kansas is 7 right now. They are
Oh, whoops!
just trying to find their record.
They're 1-1. I see. Unless they haven't updated it. Yeah, they're 1-1. No, actually 2-1. Yeah, they only beat North Dakota State by 4. They play Creighton. on
Clemson's
Tuesday.
3-0.
Clemson?
Yeah, Clemson's 3-0. The
Clemson's
ACC is
playing
doing
Maryland
pretty
soon.
well. Wake Forest is 2-0. Virginia Tech's 4-0. Syracuse is 3-0. NC State's 3-0. Miami's 2-0. Louisville's 4-0. Florida State's 1-0, and Clemson's 3-0.
All I'm
Well-
gonna say is Big Ten ACC is just gonna be a war.
That's gonna be a great. I'm gonna try and watch as many of those games as I can.
Oh, Maryland is playing Clemson on Wednesday. That should be an interesting
Penn
game.
State's 2-0. Ohio State's Northwestern's 2-0.
Yeah, we put up 111 this weekend.
111
I
on
saw
who?
that.
It was against Chicago State, so I'm not going to overreact.
Yeah.
Chicago State's really
No,
bad, like really bad.
Yeah, Maryland put up 90 against
Holy
St.
shit,
Peter's.
Maryland's
So, like,
really good. Holy cow.
Maryland is beating the teams that they should be beating by margins
that's
that they
true.
should be beating them by.
We're
Iowa-
we play
Iowa's a
Pitt,
different
and that's an easy
breed.
matchup. So
Iowa's a different breed right now.
Well, Iowa's Luke Garza.
good luck, Sam.
They've got Trey's favorite player.
You're not going to like him on Tuesday, Sam, because they're playing
Trey-
UNC, Kurt.
Iowa,
Trey,
Iowa,
do you wanna-
UNC.
Trey, do you want to enlighten all the listeners of the podcast what you think Luke Garza is going to be in the NBA?
A no name. He's going to be the next Frank Kaminsky
or
out of the Big
Bennett.
Ten.
No, I don't
Huh?
think I wouldn't say Bennett's a good comparison. I'd say more.
No, Frank Kaminsky.
Okay, that's fair. Oh yeah, because Big Ten guys.
No, Frank Kaminsky.
Frank
Well,
the Tank.
Kaminsky is a decent role player, so
Oh, I wonder where do you think Wisconsin's going to be? Because they're last in the Big Ten right now.
Well, I mean, it's hard to judge it off of that because like teams have played such harder opponents than others.
Well, Wisconsin's last in the Big Ten, so they can take their cocky, dumb little.
There's
Dumbasses
5
out
teams
of
that
here.
are tied for 3-1 at the bottom.
I
yeah.
don't care. They suck. As much as I love Wisconsin, It's just no
Michigan State is 5-0.
trash.
They have not looked as good as I thought because they barely beat Detroit Mercy the other day.
There's no college basketball tomorrow.
All I know is the Big Ten ACC starts on Tuesday, and there's like
Yeah.
a ton of matchups each day.
Yeah, Big Ten ACC is gonna be really
Well,
really
yeah, we
good.
have Louisville, Wisconsin on Wednesday.
Illinois Duke is going to be
I
a
think
really good
Illinois
game.
Duke is going to be.
That's gonna be a really good game.
That's on Tuesday night.
I am not cheering for Duke in that game, nor am I
I
cheering
am
for
not
Illinois.
cheering for
You're
Illinois
just
in
going to
that
watch
game.
it for the love of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it for the love of the game, but I mean, I hate Duke. Like, I despise Duke. I honestly don't care if we win or if the ACC win or loses that game.
Go Duke in that one.
No, shut up. You don't mean that. You know
Yes,
you don't
I do.
mean that. No, you don't. You know you don't mean that.
Hey, I don't mind Duke. There are a lot
Miami's
of
gonna
people
beat
have come out of there
Purdue.
that I
They
like.
gave us Zion.
Boston College is going to be.
They gave us
They
Zion
did
and
give us
Kyrie.
Zion. And Wendell.
And
Sam's
Wendell.
guy.
They've never produced an MVP ever.
Okay.
Wait,
Therefore, they suck.
No, they haven't.
did Kyrie ever get one?
No, Kyrie
No.
hasn't gotten an MVP. Wait, so you're saying any school
Kyrie
that hasn't
Irving.
so
Kyrie
any
Irving
school
is
that
their
hasn't
best.
produced an MVP sucks?
No, Kyrie has been their best player.
No, wait, Sam, answer that question.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm
No,
just
you
saying
said that they
I'm
suck
just
because
saying that
they
don't have
haven't
an
produced
MVP.
an MVP.
They've never produced an MVP. I'm just saying.
So,
So
does
has a lot
that
of
mean that they are
programs.
a bad school though?
They're not a bad school. That I'm just proving my point. That makes UNC better because they have produced an MVP before, and they've produced
Well,
a GOAT.
wait, so one player
So
determines the whole
are we
program?
basing it off of their
But
best
that one
player or
player is
overall
Michael
success?
Jordan.
So, because are we saying comparing their best player or comparing them overall?
Overall, North Carolina is still the better team.
Okay, what's like the all-time UNC team? UNC all-time starting 5.
Probably. I mean, hang on.
I'll look up Duke.
So
Hansbrough's got to probably be in there. Jordan,
no.
obviously.
So Jordan, you would have, if we're saying college history, then
James Worthy. You gotta
James
put
Worthy,
Hansbrough in there.
Darty.
Oh, Vince Carter too.
Who else do you have? You have Vince.
Yeah, we got Vince too.
Because are we saying like all-time college or all-time NBA?
All-time college.
Okay, then that's going to make it different.
I mean, I'd still put Vince in there. Kenny Smith went to UNC.
Because wait, then Duke gets Christian Laettner.
Yeah, they get Christian Laettner, Grant Hill, Bobby Hurley, Shane Eddie
get Zion,
Edwards, JJ Redick, Johnny Dawkins.
Obviously,
Yeah,
you
they
have
get
to throw
Zion.
in. You have to
Bob
throw in Zion.
McAdoo.
Who else, Kurt?
I was gonna say you
wouldn't
have
put
to throw in
in
Zion.
there. I wouldn't put Zion in there after 1 year.
Oh, Sam, you got to add the Bulls GOAT, Carlos Boozer.
Oh my God.
For Duke.
Hey, Kurt,
Yeah.
Trey, what about Tyler Zeller?
Didn't he go to?
Danny Green?
He didn't go to Indiana, did he?
Tyler Zeller.
Joel Berry?
I know Cody
Tyler
did.
Zeller went to UNC. Cody Zeller went to Indiana.
Yeah.
JJ Redick is a good
Julius Peppers.
Oh yeah, he's one of the best shooters of all time, I'd say.
I never knew that Kenny
Kenny the Jet Smith, UNC.
one. Wait, who won the all-time?
Luke May.
Who's the? I'm gonna see. UNC leads the all-time series,
Yeah, they do.
139 to
Yeah,
114.
they do.
All right.
Guess what was 1 year ago today?
What?
The day that proved that Kirby Doc's better than Jack Hughes.
Are you
Just
capping or are you
No,
speaking
I'm
factual?
I'm speaking factual. I'm just putting it out there.
All right. So those were our thoughts on Week 13 of the 2020 NFL season. We talked about Russell Westbrook, then a bit about college basketball. So once again, the Three Sportsmen is a weekly podcast. So be sure to tune in next week. Follow us on social media as we listed earlier in the episode. Be sure to subscribe. And remember, trust the podcast.